When me tell him say me no eat no fish, no meat now. And when me eat them, I wonder when me yam. When me tell him say that I'm a vegan, man.
Hello everyone and welcome to Vegan Dragon channel. First of all, I want to tell you why I became a vegan. I've always been curious to why do we have to hunt animals. Fortunately, I'm from a hunter family. People have always been hunting and I've always questioned it. And I always bought that lie that we have to eat meat to survive. Then later in life I actually saw a clip of Paul Watson where he actually explained following.
And the reason for that is that it's purely, it's not even an animal rights issue, it's purely an environmentalist issue. You cannot be an environmentalist unless you're at least a vegetarian, and certainly not a vegan, or certainly vegan. It takes 12,000 liters of water to produce 1 pound of beef. 36% of all the fish that is taken out of our oceans is fed to livestock. The pig is now one of the largest aquatic predators on the planet. Domestic house cats are eating more tuna than all the world's seals put together. And chickens on factory farms in Denmark are eating more fish than all the albatross and puffins put together.
Me, like everyone else, didn't have much knowledge about all this about vegetarianism or veganism at all, so I was like, okay, that's gonna be too difficult. And one day I actually ended up with food poisoning. And then I drastically shrinked my level of meat that I actually consumed. I had periods where I actually were a vegetarian, but later on I was actually playing with cattle out on a farm. And then I went home and ate beef. There was something disconnecting that I felt, something that wasn't right. Something that why am I even doing this? It doesn't make sense. And all of a sudden, when I just kept on eating less meat, remember went on to Sweden and found all these different sort of vegetarian meat supplements, and I was like, okay, I can try this. And when I tried all these meat replacements, I was like, I can actually live like this. And after a month, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a vegetarian, and I was a vegetarian for many years, and then I saw the Cowspiracy.
To feed a person on an all-plant-based vegan diet for a year requires just 1/6 of an acre of land. To feed an average U.S. citizen's high-consumption diet of meat, dairy, and eggs requires 18 times as much land, 37,000 pounds of vegetables on 1.5 acres, but only 375 pounds of meat on that same plot of land. A vegan diet produces half as much CO2 as an American omnivore, uses 1/11th the amount of fossil fuels, 1/13th the amount of water, and 1/18th of the amount of land to save over 1,100 gallons of water, 45 pounds of grain, 30 square feet of forested land, the equivalent of 20 pounds of CO2, and one animal's life every single day.
That documentary actually showed me so much and how important it is to be vegan. Fortunately, it wasn't enough for me. I live in Norway and meat replacements were so few back then. Still not so many, but it is actually increasing now. And later I saw vegan gains.
You see, when you eat animal protein, you get all of the bad shit that comes along with it, and that includes saturated fat, cholesterol, sulfur-containing amino acids, and microbial loads, which all increase oxidative stress and inflammation.
And through vegan gains, I actually get to know Gary Rovsky. I saw his speech, and it actually changed my life totally.
And this happens because you want to buy those products. Yeah, that guy's a scumbag for doing that. But he's doing that because you want to eat what comes out of her body. Give it up. It's not cute, and it's not funny. Because animals are being abused.
So after that, I decided, you know what, I'm actually going to go vegan. There's no way that we're actually going to support this at all. We don't survive on this planet with the meat consumption that we have today. It's just not possible. That's why I put up this channel. I actually think I'm the first Norwegian to actually have a channel like this. I don't know anyone else that's doing exactly what I'm doing in Norway, or Scandinavia for that matter, although Sweden has about 10% vegetarians and vegans. Just keep following me. I'm going to upload a video every single day, at least for a few months or a year, so you'll have a lot of content up going.